So very, very interesting. So here's the thing. The whole thing about MVP is doing something that minimizes your resources, right, in terms of either cost or time. So we came up with one of the most kind of innovative MVPs you can come up with, which is why don't you build nothing? Why don't we use an existing product that someone else has already built but is not yet targeted for our market? So, and you take that and you put that in the hands of users, and you do the build, measure, learn. You validate it. You get feedback, both quantitative and qualitative. So what we did was we actually took things like Polyvore and Wanilo, and one, we placed them in the hands of local consumers, and two, we identified people who might already be familiar and are using those apps and websites. So we quickly learned things by using essentially someone else's product as an MVP, which goes against the grain. You might normally think, well, that's promoting your competitor, right? But no, there's no harm in that, because by doing that, you're not really going to make them the number one player in the market. It's just a small little thing. But then to get back to kind of the core of your question, when we did, of course, eventually build a proper MVP, or the more traditional thing, we did it very rapidly, 3 weeks into JFDI, the accelerator program. And this was amazing too. So we essentially replicated the core function of one of these sites, like a Wanilo. We seeded it, and we got both quantitative and qualitative feedback. We discovered immediately that these people were not interested in discovering e-commerce websites as we traditionally think of them, sort of the Lazadas, the Zaloras, etc. It turned out that nearly everybody said, well, what about the social media shops on Facebook and Instagram?